Stop.
Hey, we're live here on the Nerd Report YouTube channel, and John is talking about cats. Hello, friends. This is Lewis here, back again with another Nerd Report. Someone's jamming out there. Who's doing that?
That's me.
I know you. I know you like the music. I know you like looking at yourself. You like looking at us. We are indeed live. The music's great, isn't it, Tiffany? Have you heard it before? It's the first time? Yeah, exactly. We should just do a club. Actually, I have an idea for something that I'm going to talk about later in one of these shows. There's a platform that we can really play music in. And I want to start like a radio show. If you guys are down, we're going to play tracks. We're going to play requests. We can play anything without getting dinged. Isn't that great? Yeah. All right. All right. Today's panel consists of the lovely Robert Garcia. How you doing, Robert?
Good. How you doing?
The always witty John. And I can't pronounce your last name, even though you repeat it a million times.
Oh my God.
The always positive and optimistic man, Jeffrey.
YouTube, remonetize Louis Lecca, do the right thing.
And we got in the house once again with a bright smile, Tiffany. ¿Qué pasa? All right, there we go.
Ready?
Thanks, Jeffrey, for having my back. As you know, this is day, I don't know what, of Nuke the Fridge getting demonetized, not Nerd Report, but Nuke the Fridge is actually the big channel where we have over 35,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Wow.
What sucks is that I got a notification.
YouTube, give a real answer. Give a real answer to Louis. Talk to Louis like a human being and give him a real damn answer.
Well, thank you very much, Jeffrey. I've been working on it. They claim I've been ripping people's content off.
But you never did.
But guess what? I found out.
What?
Well, I was going around and people are complaining because there's a certain channel that has animal abuse, and we've been complaining about them for 3 days already. And this platform right here is extremely confused. Doesn't take them down. They're fine. They're still being monetized.
They have monetization on that channel?
Correct. But interviewing Jason Momoa, bad. Abusing animals, good. I don't get it. But guess
Despicable, disgusting,
They're actually
pathetic.
doing that?
I will show you after.
YouTube?
Yeah, not during. Yeah, you don't want to get demonetized.
Hold on. Decaf.
YouTube,
Jeff.
abuse of power. Abuse of power.
Yes, Jeffrey. Hold on a second.
Abuse of power.
Hold on, Jeffrey. What were you going to say, John?
No, I was just saying, yeah, do it later. We don't want to get demonetized again.
Well, I'm almost don't care because the fact that there's a channel where there's features, it seems to be a woman stabbing cats.
Oh no!
I don't even know. I don't know if I want to be part of this platform to share the platform with them where they demonetize.
And Team YouTube actually responded to your complaint. And they haven't taken any action against this channel?
We get stuff, we complain, and it allegedly we act fast. Here we are 24 hours later since their response and nothing. So I don't know if I want to be in the same house with that stuff. So guys, don't be surprised if a video pops up that says I'm done and stuff. And then we're always on Twitch because I don't know. Maybe I'm taking things too serious here, but
what we should do, you should head to Mixer.
Well, that's the problem. There's no competition.
Mixer's done.
Mixer's
right.
gone.
When you have no competition, when you don't have
there's Twitch, but Twitch is like a different ballgame.
Yeah. And also, guys, I've gone on. This is like my 4th time I go on live today on this channel, actually. So notifications are pretty dead probably because there's a limit to how many, even though you sub and you say I want to grab everyone's notification, they don't send it out. So please do us a favor, press like and share this video, and we will go to our first topic. Is one we spoke about on Nerd Reactor earlier, one I reported as well, and it's a sad story because I like Joe Schumacher. Actually, I love his work, and he, after kind of not being how would I say, missing from the public eye, we hear the sad story that he passed away from cancer at the age of 80, which is not, I'm going to say it right now, it's not it's not that old, because right now humans are getting there to 95, 94, 95 and stuff like that. But I'm going to go down the panel and ask how it affected you. As far as me, he's going to live forever, especially with Lost Boys. And I joke, and as a joke, I said this, he ruined vampires, because I cannot like vampires anymore, because none of them are as good as the Lost Boys vampires. So he did such a great job there of mixing, great looking vampires with the almost Peter Pan, thing.
Oh yeah,
never grow
the
old.
Lost Boys.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. It was well done. It was scary. The music was fantastic. I get chills watching it all the time. So it's an ageless classic. What do you think, Robert? Joe Schumacher.
He was my first movie that I ever remembered him from was a movie that I saw on VHS, and it's a movie called DC Cab with Mr. T. Mr. T, Gary Busey. What's the guy that's on HBO now all the time? The show. He was a stand-up comedian.
Watchmen? For
Bill Maher.
Insecure?
Bill Maher. When Bill Maher was doing movies. But so I remembered him from. I always remember the name with him being credited as a writer for a movie for that movie DC Cab. And of course, Lost Boys, St. Elmo's Fire, and then a string of other movies. But Lost Boys is it's an iconic movie. Yeah, I mean it really holds up well, considering it's kind of a it's set in a certain era. But it holds up really well. But it's sad to hear that he passed away, and it was kind of quiet regarding him and his work and him being in the public eye. But it's pretty sad that to hear that he did pass away. And like you said, 80, it's not
up there, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not
up there.
Right. It's not as old.
Yeah.
Now with modern medicine and living healthy and
above the average life expectancy in America.
Yeah, I mean, but we are living a little bit longer now, and there is a little bit better quality of life. But it's still sad to hear that he passed away from cancer.
I'm 72, and I look great. Black don't crack. All right, John.
This I'm definitely sad. I love Joe Schumacher as a person, and even though he's done some movies I really enjoyed, but I really enjoyed Batman and Robins for other reasons. Like I consider Batman and Robins a craptastic movie. It's bad, but it's also good.
But John, let's bring up what I said earlier. I feel like we were on a podcast, but we have a brand new audience here, so it's okay to repeat stuff we said earlier. But we're still talking about his Batman movies, so they did affect us in a way. So we like to poke fun of them, bat nipples and stuff, but they made an impact. And if it was that bad, let's be honest, if it was that bad, it would have been nothing,
but I can watch it. I have it on Blu-ray. I can rewatch Batman and Robin over and over again with Arnold Schwarzenegger doing his cheesy one-liners.
Yeah.
And what I love is that, there are fans out there that just hated the movies, and they're like, "Oh, this is terrible," and they would call Joe Schumacher a scum. And
and Lost Boys, though, you have a masterpiece. So
Lost Boys. But I'm talking about Batman and Robin, and I love how he acts around it. Like he's not like hurt or he's like, oh, these fans, they just don't get it. He just says, you know what? I just like to apologize for that movie.
He did,
and he apologized for it. Yeah, it was like a while back. I don't know if you want me to read it.
Sure.
So this is what he told Vice. Look, I apologize. I want to apologize to every fan that was disappointed because I think I owe them that, you know. I just knew not to do a sequel. If you get lucky, walk away. But everybody at Warner Brothers just expected me to do one. Maybe it was some hubris on my part. I had a batting average of 1,000, so I went from falling down a bit after Lost Boys to kind of a genius with the client, a big blockbuster with Batman Forever, then had great reviews with A Time to Kill. So my batting average was good. I never planned on being that dreadful, quote, a blockbuster king, because my other films were much smaller and had just found success with the audience and not often with the critics, which is really why we wrote them. And then after Batman and Robin, I was scum. It was like I had murdered a baby.
Oh.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I hope he doesn't really think that because that Lost Boys to me erases all that whatever damage he did to Batman, which in a way it's not really damage. Let's be fair, it's the world Tim Burton started, and Tim Burton's world was weak.
Oh my God!
From the beginning, it was bound to crumble. It didn't crumble. It was a weak cheesy.
No, by the time Schumacher started started directing, the Warner Brothers, marketing with toys and tie-ins. I mean, I don't know if we can put the entire blame on Schumacher to meet those demands as well.
I don't blame him,
but. I know we all know for the most part Lewis's disdain for the '89 Batman. So
Schumacher did a great job with what he had to work with.
You can rewatch our watch party for Batman if you want to see a reference to that.
I want to know your thoughts.
Phone Booth was a good film.
That was a good film. That's right. Phone Booth was pretty good.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Is that all you liked?
I had an interesting interaction once with Joel Schumacher. I was a volunteer at the South by Southwest Film Festival. I was at the world premiere at Phone Booth, and I got a chance to talk to him, and he was a nice guy. And it was a good night, and I remember that film being kind of like a positive experience. Kind of Schumacher rebuilding his reputation, and then he ruined it again with Phantom of the Opera. So, Phone Booth was his best film of the aughts. It was a good film, solid film.
All right, I don't remember that one. Tiffany.
Well, I'm definitely with you with the whole loving and holding every vampire movie up to The Lost Boys. I loved that movie. Granted, I was very young when it came out, but I had older siblings and watched it all the time. But I also really like the Batman movies. I'm a sucker for all of those. And I like Batman and Robin. Not ashamed to say it.
I'm not ashamed.
I love Alicia Silverstone. We talked about that before. Like, I'm obsessed with her. So, like, her and, yeah, I just really like that. But, like, you know how they, like, have them all on HBO right now? You don't have that much time to watch them now because they're taking them all off come July 1st.
HBO Max.
On HBO Max.
Yeah. So like
Bunda with the super chat. I don't know what he's thinking right here, but it sounds funny. Uber made Robert exercise today. What does that mean, Robert?
Uber made Robert exercise. Oh, my I had to use it was actually Lyft. Because I rented a car, and when I went to go drop it off today, It's a long story. You want to save it, or do you want me to tell it now?
We'll talk about it after. Let's give this one to Schumacher.
Yeah.
But Bunda, thanks for the super chat. And also, don't forget, after we get done with our topics, $5 kicks anyone out, even Tiffany. So, what, Tiffany? You want to be part of us? Hey, I've been kicked out a lot of times, more than I should. I mean, right? I'm like the greatest ever. Yeah. So Joe Schumacher. I hope he doesn't think the fans hated him, because I don't
know. I don't. It's just that comment right there. It just shows how much of a class act he is. Instead of talking crap on the fans, he could have easily done it. Like, screw the fans, kind of like how Ryan Johnson does it. He was like, you know what? I like to apologize, and he just says that, oh, this is what the people thought, and that was it.
Yeah,
that was it.
But I think a lot of times what with fans, because they take a movie so personal, and because they're so invested in a character or a franchise or an intellectual property, and when somebody comes in and does a movie or it's basically, for the most part, it's kind of like a one-hit thing. Like, a director or a writer, an actor will come in, do the role, do the movie, direct the movie, whatever it is, and then they want to move on because they want to continue to work and be diverse in what their craft is, whether they're an actor, writer, director. So, I know a lot of fans get annoyed or upset when, a director has a certain vision for a movie and it doesn't fit within that fan's profile, what that movie should look like or sound like or be like. And it's the director or writer, again, the actor's artistic take on it. And for the most part, they'll be committed to it, and then they move on and they want to continue to work and do other things. But I can see, his point of view and what he wanted to do with Batman and Robin, or with the Batman movies. And then I can also see, the fans' disdain for it. So.
All right. Any last thoughts? I'd suggest you have a Lost Boys screening party, actually, John.
A screening party?
Hell yeah.
It's not on Netflix.
We only stick to Netflix.
You have a contract with Netflix?
We do.
It's just easy, all right? Or if not, maybe Batman and Robin.
All right, on to our next topic.
I'll watch it with you, John.
Hell yeah. I have it on Blu-ray, so.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, he passed away today. All right, Bunda. Only you could get away with that one. It's funny because guys, any last thoughts? No.
Nope.
All right. The other big story. Let's do the other big story because it's related, kind of like Joe Schumacher and Batman. Is the rumor, not confirmed, via, I don't know where it's actually originated from. Some people say it's Humberto Gonzalez from the rap. Some people say it's Slash Phil. I don't know what the heck's going on. But the truth of the matter is, the Flashpoint movie, Ezra Miller's Flashpoint movie, Michael Keaton's in talks to have what I think it's going to be just a cameo, honestly. But some people some people think it's going to be much bigger than that. Now, the title on this thumbnail for this Nerd Report Live it says, "How is Michael Keaton's Batman gonna affect the DCEU moving forward, and in particular the Snyder Cut?" This tells me, this is just my opinion, that the Snyder Cut is, after that, it's done. After we watch the Snyder Cut verse is done. The mere fact that they're going to be doing a Flashpoint, because Flashpoint is like a reset, and it's been even in the Justice League Dark, the latest one. Is it called Dark Apocalypse?
Justice League Dark Apocalypse,
which was amazing. They use that story arc all the time. So I'm thinking that not only is Michael Keaton not going to be used a lot, but this will erase Zack Snyder's DCEU, with the exception of Momoa, Gal Gadot, maybe Henry Cavill, and of course Ezra Miller will stay. And I think they're going to keep Cyborg, but that's it for Ben Affleck. What do you guys think? Let's start with Tiffany this time.
What? No, don't start with me. I was reading comments on the thing and not.
Don't do that. That's what Robert does, and he's always lost.
No, I'm already on it, but you're taking forever to get there. So
okay, Robert, let's do it.
Hollywood Reporter is the one that broke it. And from what it sounds like, and we don't know, all it is that we're being told by the Hollywood Reporters that they have sources, which Hollywood Reporter is a lot more reputable. So one does tend to believe. Well, I mean, Hollywood Reporter. So one does tend to believe that, you know, it's there's a good chance it's probably true.
Nerd Report's right here. The Hollywood Reporter.
And so that they are in talks. They are in talks with Michael Keaton to reprise his role as Bruce Wayne in Ezra Miller's Flashpoint. Which, by the way, when as a sidebar, really quick, weren't we all still kind of talking about Ezra Miller if he was still going to play the Flash? Considering
that video,
right? That video that came out right around the time that this pandemic hit, where he's drunk and pushes that girl against the trash bin or something.
We don't know. We don't
allegedly,
really know.
But
the video.
I think so. I believe it though.
My name is Louis Lecca, owner of Nuke the Fridge and Nerd Report, and I'm allegedly.
I would say based on
allegedly.
An individual's unsteady gait, slurred speech, that the person either had severe brain damage or was intoxicated, based on my observation, allegedly. But we all thought, is Warner Brothers done with him? And like we all said, and Lunga said it too, our friend that's not here, is it kind of went away. We really didn't hear much about it. So fast forward to now, Ezra Miller's still going to be playing the Flash.
Crazy.
I
never heard about it.
You never heard about it?
It was quick. It was all over social media, and then the pandemic hit, and it kind of went. It literally just went away. We didn't hear any follow up to it.
Pandemic.
What's that?
It happened during the pandemic.
It was during.
Oh, was it during the pandemic?
Yeah. And
so,
the friend went on Twitter to say stuff about Ezra Miller, like, "Hey, that was not cool."
Mm-hmm.
But I think people just brushed it aside because it's Ezra Miller and people like him. But I think in our climate right now, it might change later. Because look at what happened when groups of people assault another group, and then people are rising up and protesting. So I'm thinking this might come back later.
It could.
He's in a lot of big things coming up. He's in the Fantastic Beasts 3 movie too.
Yeah. So
he's been in every Fantastic Beasts movie.
Yeah.
What is it?
Fantastic Beasts.
Jeffrey.
He's been in everyone.
Yeah, he's been in everyone.
But his character, like Tiffany was saying, his character is big time now. Like it was upgraded, right, Tiffany?
Yeah.
Like major role.
He's been a major role in all three of them.
No, he hasn't. Far. You got to watch him first, then you got to say that.
I've seen all of them, Louis.
The last one, there was a major reveal.
Yeah, I'm aware of what it was.
And it made his character more intertwined with that prequel series. Am I wrong? And I'm not even a Potterhead. Jeffrey.
Yes, you are. You are wrong.
All right. So,
but really quick, it doesn't say anything about just a cameo. According to the Hollywood Reporter, it's more of a Nick Fury type of character where it's going to be an individual that's going to be, in several Warner Brothers films, and it could be just smaller roles, just making, small parts in other movies. So it doesn't sound like it's just going to be, a one-shot, one-off kind of appearance, but rather Warner Brothers is looking at it as more of, reprising that character in other Warner Brothers films. So There you have it. But it was Hollywood Reporter.
Well, Umberto has a video. I don't know when that was posted. Umberto though does have a lot of inside sources. He may get a few things wrong, and it's always what we. He's not really someone I talk to all the time, but he may get a few things wrong. But he does have inside with the studio, like especially Warner Brothers for some reason. John, what are your opinion? Actually, this is breaking news right here. We have first picture of Michael Keaton as Batman. Do you guys want to see it?
Sounds like a joke.
Yeah, it is a joke.
Yeah.
Oh wait, where'd it go? No, this is real. Hold on a second. Yeah.
Is it Andy Signor in a bat mask?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, sorry.
No one is laughing.
No one's laughing.
No one's laughing because that's everyone knows that's Robert Pattinson. All right, next.
Oh my goodness. I'm excited for Robert to be Batman.
So am I. I'm just kidding. I just want to make a joke. Laugh.
Okay. Robert Pattinson's supposed to be the next Batman.
A couple people
laugh,
said
Jeffrey, laugh.
A couple of people say I suck doing these podcasts. So I'm trying to be funny.
It wasn't funny.
Wait, who said that?
Some irrelevant people. But you know what? Call me anything.
Robert?
Call me anything. Just call me in time for dinner. Anyways, Robert, are you done? You want?
Yeah. No. Just wanted to get the info from Hollywood Reporter.
All right. Are you sure you're done? You get upset when I interrupt you.
The Rap had the story first, actually.
Oh,
The Rap, huh?
That's Umberto Gonzalez. See, the trade Deadline and Variety and the Hollywood Reporter have been borrowing stories from smaller outlets lately.
What time did the Rap come out? What time was the Rap's?
Yeah, what time?
Hold on.
We're really comparing like who came out
11:12 a.m.
Oh, it was by 6 minutes. 11,
so then the timestamp, according to the timestamp, the Rap was first.
The reason I care is because although I don't collaborate with Umberto, I feel like he is kind of like our level of bloggers that happens to work for the Rap part-time, and he owns Heroic Hollywood. And I would like to give the victory to the smaller guy because he deserves it, so that's why I'm pointing it out. But either way, it's not, John, thoughts?
Michael Keaton cameo.
Is the DCEU, is Snyder's DCEU dead?
Is Snyder's DCEU dead? It's continue with Birds of
what's
Prey.
What's the point of Flashpoint?
Are you saying Flashpoint's gonna like reverse certain things?
That's the entire point of Flashpoint. It's a reboot. It's a restart.
Does that mean that we get rid of what's his face as Joker in Suicide Squad? Because that'd be cool.
You can.
Oh, Jared Leto.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. It's messy right now. I have no excitement
for what? Flashpoint?
Or just the whole Flashpoint if it's going to erase DCEU, because right now I really don't care about the DCEU.
Okay, fair enough.
Like overall, until they make something good and solid that leads up to that and gets me excited again. Yeah, but for now, I'll just take it as a case-by-case scenario.
Tiffany,
I'd be upset if they got rid of Wonder Woman.
They won't. Tiffany, be ready because you're next, and I'm going to regret this. Jeffrey, what's your idea?
Michael Keaton is 68 years old. What can he really do as Batman at this point?
No. I would be interested in seeing where the character, how dated the
Robert,
character could be.
This is my time. Robert, you're not named Jeffrey.
I'll surrender the bench.
The only thing he can do is if the idea is a Batman Beyond movie and he's mentoring Terry McGinnis and they're having Keaton as the older Batman. Flashpoint is a terrible story. They're not going to be able to adapt a story that makes sense.
Okay,
that audience are going to that are gonna understand. No one's gonna like the movie. No one likes Ezra Miller as the Flash anyway. He's a terrible Barry Allen.
Flash.
He's a terrible Flash. He's not fit to wear that costume. He's not a good actor. He's not a good Barry Allen. And it makes no sense. Why are they bringing in Michael Keaton to play Batman for this film when he can't even really play Batman at 68 years old? When they already have Robert Pattinson doing the new Batman, it's going to confuse audiences and it's not going to make any sense.
It's not going to confuse audiences.
They don't know. Yes, it is. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. As per usual at DC Entertainment, they don't know what they're doing at HBO Max. They have no idea what they're doing at all.
Nobody confused Joaquin Phoenix with Jared Leto's Joker. A lot of people understood, I guess, its own thing.
Jared Leto's never going to play Joker again, John.
Tiffany?
So I did agree with a few things. I'm not a huge fan of Ezra, but I do really like Grant Gustin as Flash.
He's in the mix.
Yes.
He's not in this mix.
Yeah,
but
100%.
Like, I do think that we are smart enough to figure out, like, if you're a comic book reader, you understand that there's several universes and that there are different types of Batmans and there's different types of Jokers. Like,
Tiffany, the comic book reading audience is a drop in the bucket of what you need for one of these movies to be successful. Lewis has never even picked up a comic book in his entire life.
But he
I picked up several comics in my entire life. I just don't like the silly ones made for 4-year-olds like the ones you read.
Damn.
What?
Oh my goodness.
What are you even talking about?
Dude, the mere fact that you say that Flashpoint is not a good story.
It's not.
Not only tells me that you've never read it before.
I have read it.
Well, then you have awful taste.
Yeah,
but you have no
pretty
reality.
Important thing in the DC universe, in my opinion.
It wasn't a good story. It ushered in the new 52.
You want to get nuts? It's a story about a kid who lost his parents and found out that there was a way that he could go back in time and get his mother back like everyone around him, and a chance for his father to get out of jail.
And he ruined everything, and he ruined everything in the process, and he destroyed his universe.
Because the moral of the story is, just because if you could do it, should you do it?
Yeah.
All the repercussions.
Barry would not have done. Barry would not have done that at that point. Barry would not have done that at that point. He erased his nephew out of it. He erased his nephew and his nephew's family out of existence. The point.
He did not do that on purpose. Those were all consequences.
Barry was an experienced hero who had the costume for years at that point and already understood the consequences of time travel and messing with the time stream and the Speed Force. That Barry would not have made those. It was not a good story. Okay, and it ushered in New 52, which was total garbage. New 52 was utter garbage and ruined the DC universe even further.
Okay,
I spit on it.
You're jumping on the 52s. That's another thing.
We can all agree on New 52. We've already discussed that. But Flashpoint. But Jeffrey, can you say Flashpoint is probably the only reasonable explanation for the? I'm talking about the movie side, where we can justify why we have various universes within the DC universe.
We don't need a movie. We don't need a movie to do that.
Well,
it's going to make people more confused.
No, but I think it's. I mean, I hate to say it, but
together.
It's canon. It's something that Warner Brothers or DC fans understand. They can use Flashpoint as the springboard to launch us into other various universes.
These movies are for casual moviegoers, Robert. It's not.
No, I get it. I believe you to a degree.
How many people actually read a comic book per month? The highest read comic book per month, Robert, is like 100,000 copies.
But right? I've said it for years. Studios make money off of the casual fans. Studios make money off of the casual fans, not the hardcore fans, because the hardcore fans will always go see a certain movie a certain horror film. But I think utilizing the Flashpoint is a good springboard to take us into the different universes within DC.
Talking to Jeffrey right here via super chat. Thank you very much, brother. Jeffrey, if Ric Flair could take take bumps into his mid-60s, Keaton can play Batman.
I think that it's an absolutely good part or
play
place.
Old Man Batman and Batman Beyond. That's it.
Well, he can play Old Man Batman or Bruce Wayne and kind of mentor, the other DC
Batwoman,
superheroes.
Too. Like there was talks of where he would be mentoring Batwoman.
Jeffrey, could you answer me a question?
Sure.
Why? You read comics, right? A lot of them.
Yeah.
Why? So you should be. So anything in the MCU should be pretty easy since they're made for the common person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? How did Iron Man destroy all his suits in Part 3 and then show up with all the suits back in Age of Ultron? And fly around?
That's not what happened.
Okay, that's why I'm asking you. What happened?
Yeah,
he quit being Iron Man at the end of 3.
He didn't quit. He destroyed his suits.
No, he quit. Destroyed his suits. That's what Iron Man does. He uses suits.
He addressed that topic in Civil War.
What was it?
He had the conversation with Steve, and then we had to go after Hydra, so I had to keep being Iron Man again, and we broke up.
Hey, Lewis, can you go to?
He was like, so he basically said, "I tried." He basically said, "I tried to quit." He went back on quitting because he said, "I tried to quit, but I don't think I want to quit. I can't."
Okay.
So he went back on it.
And guess what? The 3 movies after that, no one asked why Iron Man had his suits back. So I think they're going to be good with Flashpoint.
Go to JLS Comics comment.
Okay. Where is it?
That's apples and oranges, Lewis.
No. Yeah, one's good. The other one's
false.
Not.
Lewis, false equivalence. False equivalence. False equivalence, Lewis.
JLS Comics. Go to
Boonda, just so you know, Boonda, Michael Keaton is not Ric Flair.
So
Michael Keaton is not a professional wrestler. He's not an athlete.
JLS Comics says if they understand what Thanos did, they'll understand Flashpoint. There's another comment that's right above that says Andy Muschietti said it won't be Flashpoint we expect. It probably won't follow the books except in a loose way. So
yeah.
We're not expecting it to follow it, line by line, word for word, just like the comic books, Jeffrey. I
have a question. Why does Ezra Miller's Barry need to meet Michael Keaton?
We'll find out. That's the beauty,
it's part of the story.
Beauty of storytelling.
Maybe we don't understand why, but I'm sure the writers would have a good idea why they would want to tie that in.
Let me ask you a question, Jeffrey. Are the X-Men coming to the MCU?
Yes.
Why do the X-Men need to meet the MCU?
Can you tell me the storyline right now? I want it now, mister.
Why not?
Beautiful.
Then why can't the Flash meet Batman?
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's Batman.
Because Barry was working with Ben Affleck.
But there's alternate universes. There's different universes.
Why?
Why did
Keaton is 68 years old?
But we don't know at one point are we going to see Keaton as Batman. It's expected that he will be older, maybe a little bit different than what we last saw in 1989 and 1992, I believe. So we could see an older Batman, an older Bruce Wayne, who's like I said, has maybe a different perspective, different thoughts on how the Justice League or Superman or Batgirl or Nightwing or anybody else or the Flash, how anyone else can operate. You're not
you're not selling me on the concept here. Right?
Well, because I'm not a writer in that sense.
Tell me
you gotta call out some of the MCU stuff. I mean, there's a lot of mistakes there, like the one I just mentioned. But
That wasn't a mistake.
There's
okay. Here's explain this to me. Explain this to me, Jeffrey. Why was Captain America America's ass when we all know Scarlet Witch has a better one?
Scarlet Witch,
right?
is Sokovian and
okay, fine.
All that
Black
sexist.
Widow. I don't give a shit.
That's
they
sexist.
all have better asses than Captain America.
It's not as funny as Cap.
You're objectifying Scarlet Witch, and I won't have
well, they're objectifying Captain America, and I will not stand for that. All right, hold on. We got Bunda right here.
That's not even
he's going after you, Jeffrey. He's going after you. I think. Jeffrey, I don't get your point. Ric Flair had no business in those matches. He was awful. Keaton with a stuntman, a stunt devil, will be fine.
I think Bunda wrote that in the heat of passion right now. He was so fired up.
Bunda, go home. You're drunk.
Isn't the same thing with Undertaker? Like he had no business in recent years.
To be fair, though, those wrestlers do their own shit.
Hey, Bunda, just so you know, Flair's last match in WWE was against Shawn Michaels in 2000. What, in 2008? Yeah, 2008. That match was an all-time classic. So you can shut your damn mouth because you have no idea what you're talking about. The matches he had in his 60s were after he had retired and he was struggling and he was hard up for money. And those were not good matches. So once again, Bunda, shut your damn mouth. Go home, you're drunk. Stunt devil. Stunt devil. What the hell is a stunt devil? What is he, Evil Knievel? Michael Keaton's Evil Knievel or something? Stunt devil. Whatever.
Stunt devil. Bunda, the stunt devil. 713 in the house. All right. I like the MCU. I'm just joking, but we gotta when we debate Jeffrey with his nonsense against the DCEU, we gotta put him in check and attack what he loves is the MCU. But we all love the MCU.
This doesn't affect the Snyder Cut either, Lewis. The Snyder Cut is an alternate cut. It's a director's cut for Justice League. It does. So what? They're gonna do your little director's cut. They're gonna do stupid Spearhead Darkseid. Big deal.
Okay, Jeffrey, do you think that it'll tie in any way with any of the DC movies that are in production or soon to be in production? Any correlation?
I don't think if this comes to pass, I will be surprised.
A tie-in, meaning if there's a tie-in?
If Flashpoint comes to pass, I will be surprised.
Things there. All right. Any last thoughts?
No, we know that. Yeah, we know Jeffrey doesn't like DC.
All right.
Yes.
I love the DC universe. I just don't like what they've done with a lot of the film decisions.
But this is their moment to correct that.
Right.
Yeah. That their Flashpoint is all about correcting everything.
How are they gonna correct it though?
How they're bringing
have a separate
The
separate Batman.
Out yet. We don't know. That's the beauty of it. Like you can't criticize.
Then all right, so then
then
Tiffany, that goes both ways. Then you don't know either that it will.
I know.
Jeffrey, read the super chat by Bunda. Thank you, Bunda.
Bunda, thank you for proving my point, Jeffrey. Those weren't good matches in TNA, but he still did. Stuntman. Bunda. So basically, Bunda, you're saying that Keaton will not be good and has no business being Batman anymore. Thank you, Bunda.
That's not what he's saying.
That's not what he's saying.
Not what he's saying. He's saying, just hire a stuntman. Everything will be okay. We want to see Michael Keaton.
Why is everyone assuming Keaton's going to be...
It's not the same thing. Ric Flair's a wrestler. You're talking about a professional wrestler who has been taking bumps for his whole athletic career. Michael Keaton is not an athlete. He's an actor.
Yeah, but he hasn't been taking those bumps, so he'll be okay.
What do actors do, Jeffrey?
There's this thing called the gym, and when you go to it a lot, you become muscular.
Yeah, maybe.
Become Batman.
Maybe Keaton takes good care of himself, works out. We don't know.
With all due
Like,
respect,
have we seen a
Ric
recent
Flair,
picture of him, like where he's like out and about? Like the last time I saw a picture of him, he looked good.
For
Like,
his age, he looks okay, but I mean that doesn't mean he's got to wear
maybe
the
he's
bat
not
suit.
kicking bad guys' asses. Maybe he's actually being a mentor. Maybe he's passing on the knowledge of.
yeah, I think he's gonna be
I don't
more
know.
of a mentor. Like, what's his face in MCU? How he's like a mentor. Like
Who?
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury, yeah, like he's gonna be more like that. In my
he doesn't
opinion.
be needing to do
That's a
any action
waste.
stuff.
Why?
No, it's not a waste. It's
It's
a
a
little it's a little bit of fan service. It's a little bit of, you know, a love letter to fans because the '89 Batman is extremely popular. It's still a lot of people still are really, really huge fans of it. And to see Keaton return to that role, even if we don't see him doing action scenes, even if we just see him as Bruce Wayne, is still
So
a
it's
little
a nostalgia trap. So it's another.
It's not a trap. Let's be honest. Every intellectual property has a little bit of fan service in it. Every major intellectual property has it.
Thor's hammer was nostalgia.
You know what's a nostalgia trap? That avatar on your thing, Jeffrey.
Yeah,
Using Star Trek again with the yellow shirts. What a trap!
This is going to be This is going to be the show that saves the Star Trek franchise. So you guys should have more respect. This is the only thing that's keeping Star Trek from ruination at this point. So I'm all for it.
All right. Any last thoughts?
Bunda needs to go home because he's drunk and he doesn't know a stuntman from a stunt devil.
All right, guys. On to another topic I had. My favorite show in the world, Cobra Kai, has been sold to Netflix. And that means that may get an upgrade, but we're gonna have to wait because they're gonna be showing season 1 and 2 on Netflix before they even announce when the third season is gonna drop. And I believe the third season is already done, from what I heard, but I'm not sure. So it's gonna probably. Excuse me.
What have you heard?
It's not an insight. I've read that it's already done. They just never released a trailer because of this negotiation with Netflix. Actually, real quick here, feel free, Jeffrey, to continue your wrestling chat because I'm going to be rich. Read that.
Oh, Jeffrey, what happened? Jeffrey, show us your face.
All right. Bunda with the support. All Ric
Flair did was chops and punches and take an occasional. Woo, Keaton is it. Bunda, what are you even talking about at this point anymore? This has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Bunda, come in here, man.
Ric Flair is not Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton is not an athlete. Ric Flair was a wrestler since his late teens, early 20s. Well, you know what, Bunda? That's on you, man. That's on you. That's your money. You decided to make that. You decided to do that. So thanks for giving Lewis some money, but that's on you, bro.
It's going to go back. It's going to go back into the channel 100%. But you know, Bunda, I'm gonna talk to you specifically. You know what I can't believe? You're probably asking what? I just spent 20 minutes trying to convince everyone why Tim Burton's Batman should be in the DCEU.
Yes.
Oh, where's the thing? You're supposed to do the whole thing. I like Batman '89.
Yeah, he never did it.
Bet.
Well, we'll do it. That's good.
No, Louis should give me that $20
too.
I rearranged the office a little bit because my son wants to VR it, so we have some room here. Finally, it's the only way I can get them to hang out with me. These preteens, man. So that should be fun. I'm gonna be doing that after, and we'll go from there. But
enjoy
Karate
the
Kid
years while you can, Lewis.
Yeah. Well, every year has been great. I I just miss the other. When I see the pictures, I'm like, oh, all right. But anyways, that's enough about me. But yeah, Cobra Kai is finally getting the upgrade it deserves. I hope they don't change the format of the show much. Who's seen it here?
First season.
I've seen it. I've seen both.
Robert, what are your thoughts on Netflix?
Well, how long ago did we talk about? Was it maybe about a month and a half ago, when YouTube said that they were canceling the show, and there was no further updates, nothing about it moving. All we heard was that YouTube was canceling it. So then I did say, maybe Netflix, maybe it's going to go to Netflix or another streaming service, or to a streaming service, and maybe Hulu. I don't know. We didn't know, but it did pop up here on Netflix. So anticipated, maybe a bigger budget, but right. You're saying season 3's already been shot?
From what I understand, it has. The only thing I'm worried about is, because we always think bigger budget, better quality. I feel like the show was just right. And if they start, by all means, give the actors more money, because especially the younger actors who probably don't have a nice bank account yet, because they've really done a great job. And I hate to say it, it's hard for someone who's older, like myself, to kind of relate to the younger cast, because it's kind of dorky. They do a great job with their drama, really spot on. They interact with the older character, the OG cast, the legacy characters from Karate Kid very well. The entire thing is it's what Star Wars should have been. And what I mean by that is because you got the battles of the dojos. The dojos represent Star Wars as far as the Sith and the Jedi, the discipline with martial arts and stuff, which is a big influence with Lucas and those films. So I love the dynamic of the mentor coming back to, and the old student who had a kind of a fallout with the old teacher, giving him another chance, and then the old teacher betraying him, and all the backstabbing and taking of the students and back and forth. I think it's great, honestly. It's what Star Wars should have been. The new ones.
Yeah, it should have been.
Yeah. But John, Netflix?
I'm totally excited about that coming to Netflix, and that means I get to finish season 2, because I didn't get to finish it because I didn't really want to get the YouTube.
Oh yeah, you only watch stuff that's on Netflix. I forgot.
Netflix is awesome. Netflix is amazing.
You only watch Netflix.
Only Netflix. Netflix. Oh, my savior.
And then perhaps we could do a watch party for that.
For
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai? Yeah, I'm down for that.
Jeffrey, you have any comments on that?
It's a dead show.
Oh my God!
Coming back.
Wow.
It's a flash in the pan. Flash in the pan.
I think Jeffrey's just trolling, bro.
Nostalgia fad. Where is it? They won't even announce a 3rd season. I doubt it ever sees the light of day.
This is what the entire story's about.
Were you not paying attention?
Jeffrey, it's seasons. They're moving to Netflix, so they'll probably release season 1 and season 2, and then start the promotion for season 3.
No, Robert, it says in the article that they are releasing 1 and 2, then 3, which they're going to announce later on this year on the dates. And Jeffrey just said it doesn't exist. Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? Cobra Kai.
Looking at the rating
conspicuously, I see no announcement about a 3rd season. It says they acquired. Where is it? Where is this season 3?
I'm gonna say that they're gonna hold off because they probably don't want to say, "Hey, this is when it's gonna be released." Of course, think about marketing. They had a pretty big presence at San Diego Comic-Con, at WonderCon. So my thinking is they're gonna hold off. They're not gonna announce season 3 till maybe
Robert's right.
IMDb has season 3 like locked up in.
All I remember, everyone was hyping up the 3rd season, and now there's nothing about this show.
Because it was negotiations with Hulu versus Netflix.
And if it sucks so bad, why does it have an 8.8 rating? Like
the
pretty good rating.
The critical reviews are pretty damn high.
It was overhyped. Because it was overhyped.
No,
Dude,
it was not overhyped. It was not overhyped. No,
under, because everyone's like thinking, "Oh my God, Karate Kid! It's stupid," and then the show just blew everyone away, Jeffrey.
And yet if they have this 3rd season, that's
they
finished
do
and done, they won't give us a release date. They won't give us a trailer. To me, that seems very bizarre, if you ask me.
It's not bizarre.
Comic-Con hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah.
Like, just wait for Comic-Con.
Comic-Con is an at-home virtual event, Tiffany.
Either way,
Yeah,
just wait for it to come out.
aware.
Wait for Cobra Kai to come out on Netflix. Once the 1st season and 2nd season comes out, they'll see the numbers. Once they see the numbers, once it does well, you know what? Let's release the everything. Let's do a 3rd season. Let's announce it. Let's make everybody happy.
Season 2 came out over a year ago.
What, Tiffany? Tiffany went crazy. What?
All right, here, look.
Hold on, let Tiffany go. What did you say? What, Tiffany?
He frustrates me so much.
Who? Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
So negative. It's awful.
Okay, I got the solution, guys. Nerd Report
Tiffany,
is
I think you're great. Why are you being so mean to me?
It's not mutual.
Listen, Tiffany, look. Season 1 was May 2018. Season 2 was April 2019.
Mhm.
So we're in June. We're almost in July right now, and nothing. You got nothing on Cobra Kai season 3. What's up with
Do
that?
you realize that we've been in a pandemic?
Yeah. We need in other words, we need
Everyone
content. We need new TV shows.
They're holding off on their whole.
Why?
Oh my gosh! I can't. Bye.
No $5 were needed.
I have a very good feeling this is how Jeffrey's dates usually end.
Damn, right when I press it, Tiffany, come on, you're killing me.
You know what, Robert? That really hurts. Robert, I have feelings too, you know.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jeffrey.
We were all coming back, right?
Oh my God.
John, would you ask her to come back in here?
Tiffany, please come back. Now. I miss you. Tiffany, I want you back in here, please.
Oh my goodness.
I'll beg if I have to. And Robert, you hurt my feelings.
Dude, it's hot in here now. Can't stop laughing.
Robert, you really hurt my feelings. That really hurts.
Robert's full of shit. Everyone knows Jeffrey's dates never even start. But anyways, just kidding. Geez, man, I feel bad.
I'm a human being, you know?
Yeah.
Prick me and I bleed.
I think Jeffrey really likes playing the heel. I really think Jeffrey just likes playing the heel in these podcasts.
Nah. Well, look, if Tiffany is still listening, which I hope she is, it's all for fun. I usually have done that before with when Matt Jarbo was in here with Jeffrey, as a matter of fact.
I remember that.
So we do that for fun. It's because you guys were kicking ass. Hope it's nothing personal.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with running off Jarbo, though.
No.
That wasn't my fault.
Well, it's a different story.
You brought it up. You brought it up, Lewis. So that's on you.
Well, I'm just saying that you teaming up with other people here that debate you. It's happened.
What is wrong with debate? I can disagree with people and still Be cool. Like, we need to relearn as a society that disagreeing and have differing opinions is okay.
Well, Mandy is saying she would not date anyone who speaks badly about Cobra Kai.
I mean, Mandy, you're entitled to your opinion.
So, yeah.
I mean, Mandy, I would not date someone who likes Cobra Kai. So there.
That leaves me out of the equation.
I
Oh
you,
my goodness.
Lewis.
Stop crying, Jeffrey. Hey, Jeffrey Lane. I'm not crying. I'm telling the truth. I'm spitting facts here. It's not my fault. You can't handle the truth.
Cobra Kai season 2 was good, man. I would not date anyone who loves Cobra Kai season 2. I love that.
That was good. I thought it was good.
But that being said, if you want Jeffrey's number, I got it. So just PM me.
Here's my other point. Season 1, May 2018. Season 2, April 2019. Season 3,
Jeffrey, I just finished telling you that the reason for that is because, okay, so first of all, I didn't mention this now, but earlier, but YouTube is getting rid of their original content. So Cobra Kai has no business here anymore. You get what I'm saying? It's not in their format. Originally, they wanted probably to start a, challenge Netflix and stuff, and they just gave up on it. So while that happened, Sony decided to shop the show around, which is a great show. And when if you were a bad show, the two major streaming services would not be going in a bidding war for you. You guys agree? I mean, there was a bidding war for the show because the show is valuable. People like it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure, as soon as YouTube, said they were no longer going to stream it, that, all the other streaming platforms were interested in it. And I think it's distributed by Sony. So I think Sony owns it. So I'm sure they were, negotiating with, like you said.
And yet we have no announcement. We have no launch date for season.
I would say be patient only because of the current state that we're in. Like I said, they may not want to release it quite yet because of what's going on.
But it's back.
Tiffany, just so you know, I like and respect you a lot, and I want you here. I hope
it's a lie. Sorry. It's a lie. All of us against Jeffrey now. The four of us will crush the son of Jarrell. Tiffany, just so you know.
Tiffany, I was really sad when you left. I'm glad you're back.
It's a lie. We were sad because we actually got, we lost someone with common sense. And we kept Jeffrey. Just kidding, Jeffrey. We love you.
It was like picturing Tiffany and Jeffrey, like, out to dinner, and then Tiffany just grabbing her purse and leaving. Like, I'm out. Nope, can't do it.
That's a slap in the face of Tiffany, though. She would not.
If I would have been probably sat across from you, I probably would have dumped water on you because you're so flipping negative.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Could I ask you guys? Okay, but that's his character.
Oh my gosh,
he's awesome. Ask you guys a question?
That hurts my feelings.
He keeps going. Can I ask you a question,
Why
Tiffany?
Are you so negative all
Tiffany,
the time?
would you do a show with a podcast?
You're so negative every single time, every single topic.
About what?
Tiffany, would you do like an hour video podcast like you and Jeff, like the Tiffany and Jeffrey show?
You already saw what Tiffany did. She left.
Tiffany, we haven't talked about Tenet yet. Tenet is like the biggest movie of all time.
Oh, and I can't wait to see it. Is going to save the movie industry, Jeffrey.
Tenet is not going to save the movie industry. Tenet is going to
I don't even know what Tenet is.
Continue the momentum. Start the
Nolan's next movie.
Tenet is Christopher Nolan's next movie.
Okay.
What is? Yeah, Jeffrey, why do you keep showing yourself and disappearing?
It stars Robert Pattinson and Denzel Washington's son. Kenneth
Isaiah Washington.
I
People,
like them.
people in the comments, press 1. I know this is gonna upset Tiffany, but if you think Tiffany and Jeffrey should have a show on Nerd Report,
I would love to do
Tiffany's
a
not gonna
show
even do
with.
this.
I would love to do a show with Tiffany because I think she's really smart and cool.
It's going to be called Sprinkled by Negativity.
I can't with you guys right now. That's actually a really good name.
Sprinkled by negativity.
Sprinkled by Negativity. Tiffany and Jeffrey.
Oh my gosh.
Tiffany, did you know Bryce Dallas Howard is going to direct an episode of season 2 of The Mandalorian, and I'm very excited about that.
Yay.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. I love The Mandalorian.
See, he's trying to.
Oh
appeal
my
to what I
God,
like
dude.
Now. Do
you know what
notice this?
I'm getting flashbacks of when Wednesday Addams smiled in Addams Family Part 2.
Tiffany, did you know the latest episode of The Gallery, The Mandalorian, Disney Plus Gallery, they revealed that the droid in the cantina for episode 5 of The Mandalorian is EV-99, and the voice was Mark Hamill.
That's amazing.
Isn't that cool? Isn't that
Yeah.
cool? That's pretty cool. They brought in Mark
sarcasm.
Hamill to voice the droid from Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi.
My God, we got to
Mandalorian.
give it to. We really got to give it to Jeffrey. He's really trying.
Yeah, he's trying.
He's trying to appeal to all of what I love, and I
Well,
appreciate
when you said like you would dump a glass of water over me, that really hurt my feelings.
This is Jeffrey right now. You ready? Let me
you
see if I
just
can do this.
needed to cool down. That's
This is
all.
Jeffrey. This is Jeffrey. This is Jeffrey.
That's what is it? Arnold Schwarzenegger in the deleted scenes for Terminator 2.
That's Terminator. Yeah. All right. I don't know. I don't know if I could continue this
I'm
anymore.
a human being and I have feelings.
Yes,
And
they're mostly.
I'm not
negative.
negative all the time. It's just look.
99.9% of the time.
This is the stuff. Look, the movie industry is in a rut right now, and like this is what we're dealing with.
all right. Great points by everyone. I still think Tiffany and Jeffrey should have a podcast here.
I would love a podcast with Tiffany. I think Tiffany's really smart.
I'm
She's
glad
like,
that you
hell
think
no.
that I'm really.
She's
cool.
a
Thank
great
you.
artist. She's got a cool apartment.
Someone's
with cool
stalking.
stuff.
That's stalking territory.
She
Jeffrey.
showed us a tour of her
I
apartment.
don't even
once.
remember that shit.
I was on this show.
All I know is that I just know Tiffany, John's friend. You know details. She draws. She's left-handed. She likes to eat her. She likes coffee, but not too cold.
Coffee,
I'm like,
not
dude.
offended.
He
But
knows all this-
I felt bad when she left because it made me.
her favorite
feel-
color is blue.
I didn't want her to leave because of me.
Her
It made
license
me
plate
feel
number is 635.
self-conscious. And
Uh,
then Robert's like, that's how all of Jeffrey's dates go. And then that really hurt.
That's
I'm just
funny. That's funny.
Listen,
Can
I'm a
I,
very
can I change the subject?
All right.
We-
There's something
we-
that I'm excited about, but like I don't think
Jeffrey,
anyone
talk
else
about
is.
yeah, no, we got actually you want to change the subject, Snyder cut? Get some no, just kidding.
I want to change the subject to that Atlantis is going to be done by Universal, and I'm excited about it.
Atlantis.
Yeah,
Disney
So
movie?
what is it? What's the plot line besides the lost
Um,
city of Atlantis, or is that what it is?
it's basically that. It's going to be like a whole technology type thing, just like the animated, pretty much. But it's done by the Jurassic Park or Jurassic World director, which everyone does not have.
No,
the
he's
best-
fine.
Trevorrow.
Yeah,
Director.
Colin Trevorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Tell John to give you a tour of the towel over his TV. What?
Oh my gosh.
John, go.
Here's a towel over my TV.
He was commenting about it last time.
All right.
But
That sounds kind of cool. Yeah, that sounds cool. Give Aquaman a little bit of a run for his money, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
Right. There was a rumor that one of the Indiana Jones movies was going to go there too, like Lost City of Atlantis.
Really?
That was a long time ago.
I really like that.
We would have had an 85-year-old Harrison Ford swimming.
We can't have that.
No, we can't have that anymore. It's too old. Anyways, guys, I gotta get going. We're gonna play some VR, but I want everyone shameless plug, and I want to thank everyone for participating today on the Nerd Report Live. We do it every day at 9, or at least we try to. Pretty consistent. If you're watching this after we're live, you go ahead, press like and share and subscribe and all that fun stuff, so you don't miss another episode. But Tiffany, shameless plug. Plug away.
If you like Disney stuff and like pretty much any like nerdy things, go follow Sprinkled by Magic. We do scavenger hunts, and we're doing a virtual scavenger hunt this weekend, actually, for Jungle Cruise. If you'd like to join, go check it out. Link is in the bio for Sprinkled by Magic.
Nice. Jeffrey?
My name is the J to the E to the double F -ree. You can follow me on Twitter at Wheeljack83.
Yes,
John?
Michael J. Fox.
You can follow me on Sprinkled by Negativity, where I try to create a blind date. I'm not going to name who, and record the interaction and see how it goes.
The hell? Your sub count just went up $1 million. John, Robert.
Robert Garcia, swinging eighth note at Instagram, and then right here on Nerd Report, and right for nukethefridge.com.
Once a year.
Oh,
but anyways,
Reactor on Saturday.
What is it?
Nerd Reactor on Saturday for watch parties.
Oh yeah, what are we watching again Saturday?
V for Vendetta.
That's right.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
It's on Netflix.
One of the best. You and your Netflix. My name is Louis Lecca. You can follow me at Nerd Lecca. Once in a while, I go crazy on Twitter and try to start fights with people, and it backfires on me. But anyways, it's a lot of fun. Anyways, nerd out.